Hey, what's up, you guys? Jim and I'm back doing a video for you. And this time, today we'll be doing a model review. Today's model review will be of the NG models Airbus 321 in the JetBlue colors with the prism tail. So without further ado, we'll just kind of jump into it. For those of you that weren't aware, these were my first NG models. I was super excited to get them. And overall, I think they turned out fantastic. I know that there was issues originally with these models from NG that had led to a lot of unhappy customers. Kind of the first wave of NG models that we've seen with issues with broken pieces here and there. But fortunately for myself, I can personally say that both of these models came fully intact without anything wrong with them. So the box art is fantastic. I love the detail, and I love the fact that the prism tail is actually kind of the focal point of the box, which is really neat. You get your standard JetBlue logo in the bottom left corner with the registration. Both registrations on these aircraft are November 948 Julia Bravo, and then the NG logo in the smaller right-hand corner. So, yeah, we'll jump into the actual model itself here. So if let's do this one here on the left. I got two of these aircraft, and both of them will serve my airport, Burlington International. One will go to Boston, the other one will go to Los Angeles, for those of you that weren't aware. But here's the model itself. You guys can see it's just an outstandingly done model, and an excellent mold for that matter. I'll bring this other one here on the right into the picture, and we can kind of start to review here. So we've got the name of the aircraft here underneath. I know JetBlue, and for those of you that weren't aware, JetBlue names all of their models, or not all of their models, but their aircraft in a specific way. And then we've got our standard L1 door here on the left. L1 is left one door. That's where your passengers will load, typically. To my knowledge, JetBlue does not use the L2 door, but I could be wrong. So don't quote me on that, but typically you'll load from L1. Got the standard JetBlue logo, beautiful across, and another detail that I like is the actual detail. Sometimes this is comes up on Gemini, or even earlier like Aero Classics models, things of that nature, where the windows will tend to get kind of covered up by the branding or the logos. Fortunately for this model, it doesn't have that issue. You get back to your engines here, and then another thing I like about the engines, JetBlue.com is on the engines. Working our way back to the wing, normal flaps configuration, no 1 to 400 scale, with flaps down for the 321 yet. We've seen it in the 7.8 from Gemini. It will be interesting to see throughout other aircraft, but standard flaps, everything's flaps and slats in a clean configuration, and you've got the Wi-Fi receiver here on the top of the aircraft. And then working our way back is where we kind of get into the branding, the American flag, the registration, November 948 Julia Bravo with the Airbus 321 logo badge underneath the last three windows there on the left-hand side. Other than that, there's the tail, the prism tail, I believe it is. Don't call me on that, I should know, but the prism tail, I'm almost 100% sure it's a prism tail. So that's pretty much the left-hand side of the model. Everything that you see on the left-hand side is pretty much mimicked on the right-hand side. The only exception here is now we have the cargo doors down below. If I can get that to focus. So you get a cargo door back here, kind of an aft cargo, and then a forward underneath. Oops, you guys can't see that. And then we kind of get a forward cargo door right here. So beautiful model. Really happy with these, the way these both turned out. These look incredible. Was super excited to get them introduced to the fleet. Just insane detail, which I'm super glad that at least NG has stepped up the game in terms of adding the Wi-Fi router, or receiver, I should say, and adding smaller communications antennas. And now it's kind of forced the hand of Gemini to do the same. Excellent models. We're super excited to have them in my fleet. For those of you that don't know, just some normal specs with the 321. Without the class mint, JetBlue seats 200 on these aircraft with 34 rows. With the mint class, which is their premier first class service, with mint class they'll seat 159 with 16 mint class seats with 29 rows. So it's a beautiful model. Again, I've said it before, but just super excited to have it in the fleet and to offer a little bit of JetBlue service. I hadn't had them in previous. I hadn't had them in previous years in airports and things like that. I had at one point I had an E190 with the what's the name of it? The blueprint on the side of it, but I ended up selling that off, and unfortunately, I wish I would have kept it. But here we are with two brand new, beautiful JetBlue 321s. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That'll conclude the model review. Stay tuned for more model reviews. I've got a United 787-900 to review later on, as well as some Aero Classics models and more Gemini models. So stay tuned to the page. Like, comment, and subscribe. Share with me what you guys think about this model if you have it, if you had issues or not. Can't wait to compare it to the Gemini Spirit 321. But as for now, it's a Gemini 101. Say and fly safe. We'll see you guys later.